Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Janderra. I'm Geraldine, and welcome to our weekly catch-up and Sunday night live Shed Wars Southern Hemisphere wrap-up sort of thing, I guess. It's been... So I didn't actually go live last week. I just uploaded a video because I had a really bad migraine and couldn't face the computer because my head was about to explode and that would have been really messy. So I decided to upload a video instead. Even then it was like, oh. But so that means that I haven't done a weekly catch up for a little while. So 2 weeks worth of catch up stuff. So what's been going on? So this was the last two lives that I did. I was part of a Christmas Carol 21 collaboration for Laurie's World. So I sang Mary, Did You Know? And my two boys also sang a song as well. Hey, Bibby, welcome, beautiful. How are you going? We've had a busy couple of weeks. So then Jonathan was having fun with the chicks and we had them out and Gavin was working on the drainage ditch for the dam and a bit of an update on how the dam pond, whatever you want to call it, is going. Jonathan and I checked out the... Hi, Wild. Thanks for joining me or joining us. So Jonathan and I checked out the Lockyer Community Centre. So that was a bit of fun. Then we did my Sunday night prayers last week. I just did a video rather than my live. And same with a Shed Wars catch-up going up through the videos that were released in that week. And I did a bit of a progress update on how everything's going with the expandable container house and that sort of thing. And we got half a roof up, which was wonderful. And then we got the whole roof up. Although in this one, I was showing how the roof was just about done. And there was a big storm rolling in and the clouds were just amazing. Didn't actually get any rain from that. And then I put up I was of two minds on this one because this is a recipe that I actually adapted from somebody else's recipe because I didn't quite like the way their recipe tasted. So I just made a couple of little adjustments. And this shortbread recipe it was a bit of a family secret. And now I've told the world. So yes, anyway. Hey, Ed, thanks for joining us. I'm so glad to hear that you're alive still, Bibi. I did see your video that you put out through the week with the menagerie that you're living with at the moment. I hope all the moving goes well. Moving is never a fun time. It's very stressful. So what else has been happening? So yeah, so did the shortbread, and then I was part of the, so I guess I've actually been a part of, what, 3 collaborations? Is that just this week or last week as well? Oh, it was last week as well. So the Christmas Carol collaboration with Laurie's World, then the Christmas Cookie collaboration 2021 with Blackberry Rock Homestead and Gale Southern Living. So there's lots of people that have done cooking recipes on that. But I got to say, I love my shortbread. And if somebody actually does try to replicate my shortbread recipe, I would love to hear what you think of it. And if you're in Australia and you would like me to send you a packet of some shortbread, email me at janderra@outlook.com and give me your address. And I'd love for you to do a taste test of my shortbread. And if you're not in Australia, I would love for you to try making my shortbread and do a taste test video. That would be awesome. Would love to see what you think. Oh, it was quite funny, actually. My father-in-law came over with his new wife for Christmas last weekend, which is actually half the reason why I was so sick last week. But that's another story. Wasn't their fault. It was my fault. But she gave me a packet of shortbread and I handed him my packet of shortbread. And I looked at my father-in-law and I'm like, I'm not going to make you choose as to who's the nicest. And about 5 minutes later, my father-in-law's new wife turned to him and said, so whose is the nicest? he declined to answer because there was really no win on that particular answer. Anyway. Hi, Sandy Toes. Thank you for joining us. You have a new Austrian neighbour, and she makes awesome crescent yummy cookies. Oh, that sounds really interesting, Bibi. Really interesting. Anyway, so the other thing that I was part of was the Australian Homestead Gift Exchange. So we did a Secret Santa type thing. So I'm not going to go through and show you all the videos, but this is the one that I did. I should do this with all of the stuff, didn't I? So you just click on the Aussie Homesteader Gift Exchange. Oh, it looks like this. I haven't seen Nature's Patch one yet. So there's, how many channels are there? It doesn't actually say. There's quite a few of us. There's at least one more that's got to go up. No, two more, I think. So it's really fun. There is actually a playlist, which this is all part of, which see if I can find it. Everyone, welcome. Actually have a link to it in here. So these are all the participating channels. So these are all Australian channels. You've got Robin from the Nature Patch, Kathy from Little Garden Big Dream, who is my Secret Santa, Diane and Samson. I've spelt that wrong. He's not. That's terrible. I'll have to fix that. They're actually the ones that organised the whole thing. Stephen and Julianne from Sweeney's Creek Farm, and quite a few of these were Shed Wars participants last year in 2021. Well, this year really, but last season. So Stephen and Julianne from Sweeney's Creek Farm, Anita from Flower Folk Farm, Jared and Heidi from Everview Homestead. I'd never heard of them before. I hadn't actually heard of Diane and Samson either. Stephen Hooper from Hooper's Mayhem Aussie Outdoor Adventures. Everyone knows Hoops. And me. Now, this is all part of a playlist, and I haven't got the link for the playlist here, have I? How bad is that? But I know I've got it in. Oh, I've got it in the end cards. There are the end cards. There we go. So there's a link for the playlist.
Hi guys, it's Kathy.
So this is Kathy. She's from Little Garden Big Dreams. So this is the playlist that's got all of the current videos, and I haven't watched Nature's Patch. I'll have to come back and watch that one. That one wasn't up there yesterday when I had a look. So yeah, but check it out and see the different meet some new Australian channels, which is always fun.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Janderra.
That's not the button I wanted. Same with the Christmas cookie collaboration too. I think that's running until, I'm not sure, but there's lots of different channels have done Christmas cookies in here, and I think it's still open until like the end of the year, so you can always make some more and still link into it. So there's lots of cookie ideas in here. So if you're looking for a cookie idea, there's lots in there. It was good fun.
Good afternoon, everyone.
And of course, Laurie's World with the collaboration with that. That was the Christmas Carol collaboration 2021. And Cajun Hydroponics, who is also part of Shed Wars 21, and most of the people in here are Shed Wars, they did a fantastic, Cajun Hydroponics did a fantastic job in his video. It was that was a big surprise, actually. I didn't realize how well he could sing. Living a Road Life, they did a lovely job. And of course, there's Matthews singing Joy to the World. So that's the three of us. Then Jonathan did a We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and he did that delightfully. So they're on their channels though. So there's all sorts of things. And John did a We Wish You a Merry Christmas with his wife Danny, and that was really good. And of course the Vineyard Chicks, Little Frenchie, Big Texas did one. Time to Shine and Wild Edibles did some as well. But yeah, so there's lots of Christmas carols that you can have a look through there as well. So yes, that's what we've been up to this week. It's been a bit hectic, but I thankfully have a full roof on the container house now. Oh no, I haven't gone through with him, have I? So then we went out and did a Christmas lights video where we went around different places. You would have given her Bunnings gift card. I wonder how they'd redeem that in the US or Canada. Actually, Gardening in Perth, that's where Prezi.com or .com.au would be really, really helpful, because you can get, if you get a gift card from Prezi.com, sorry, you can actually transfer that to other places. So, and similar to Amazon as well. And all you need is the person's email address. So if someone doesn't have PayPal and you want to send them some money or send them a gift card, go through Prezi. It works really. I've only just recently found out about it, so it's really cool. Hey, Darren. Thanks for joining us. So yes. No, I would have thought there wouldn't have been a Bunnings card or gift card in the US. But yeah, so the gift exchange was all with Australian homestead channels, so none of them were, it wasn't outside of Australia. And Darren from Down Under Farm and Forge was one of the people that was part of the Secret Santa. So I hope it would be great if you want to learn some more, find out about some more Australian channels, check out the gift exchange. It was lots of fun. Hi, Nettie. Thanks for joining us. Speaking of Nettie is from Silhouette Park Farm, and that was where we actually went to visit as part of our surprise homestead visit. Oh, it's just not working. And we went and checked out, oh, where is it? Oh, Jonathan had some camera action at Nettie and Adams. Oh, no, there were quite a few others that weren't able to be a part of it as well, Nettie. Next year. But it was lots of fun. Jonathan had to give Adam a huge big hug. But, I mean, my video of Nettie and Adam's place with their lights wasn't half as good as Adam's video. So go over to Silhouette Park Farm and check out their video. They did some amazing job on their Christmas lights. It was just absolutely fantastic, and it was just such a pleasure to go along and check them out and see how everything was going over there. Which brings me to another point. If anybody is able to, if you're in the position to be able to help, Nettie and Adam have had lots of challenges going on, and it would be really great if you could go over and support their channel and support them. If you're able to do a gift card or something like that, or go through PayPal, Prezi's awesome because they can spend the money anywhere and there doesn't appear to be any charges. Adam's got PayPal, so you can always do a link through to Adam for his PayPal and send money through to them that way. If you feel inclined to send them a Christmas gift, that would be lovely. Or if you can also check out their merch store as well. So they've got a merch store. So there's just a couple of ways that you can actually support Nettie and Adam. They are going through some really big challenges at the moment, and they need our support. Also, if you can go through and watch some of their playlists, they've got some fantastic stuff over there. There may not be a lot of current new content that they're putting out, but they've got hundreds of videos from the last four years or so, that you can go over and watch and get to know them and send them some love, because they are an absolutely lovely couple and they really do need our support. Even if it's just in the comments or just watching some of the videos, that would be absolutely lovely. But yes, just, yeah. They are a lovely family, and anything we can do as a community to be able to help them, I think would be really, really special. And especially at this time of year, if we can send them over some love and just bless them, because they're just beautiful. They really are. And for the amazing job that they did. The really important thing, Darren, if you don't actually have it on mute, make sure the volume is up a little bit, because YouTube has a way of monitoring whether it's muted. So, yeah. Oh, Nettie, you're beautiful. You really are. But yeah, if you can play their videos, that would be absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. It would be really, really appreciated. They've just got lots and lots of challenges happening at the moment. And I'm not going to go into any more details because I don't want Nettie to burst into tears on me. But I love her to bits. And if we can all support them and help them through this challenging time, I think it would be really, really important. Okay. The other thing that I did this week is I did my little Merry Christmas thing when we got like 15 mils of rain the other day. My new roof worked fantastically, so really happy with that. Other than that, everything is still so wet over here, it's not funny. Oh yeah, the computer settings they can't monitor, but they can monitor the YouTube settings. Absolutely, Darren. That's got to be you, Adam. You're a big man. Actually, I really do love Adam's Big Man album. I've got to get a copy of it. But if you haven't heard Adam Kilpatrick singing, you've got to go onto their channel on Tuesday night. I think it's around 6 p.m, I think, Australian Eastern Standard Time, or is it 7? You always miss it and end up having to play the replay. But either or Adam Kilpatrick's channel, and you'll be able to hear some of Adam's music, because Adam is just awesome. Love him to bits. It's all good, Nettie. We understand. We absolutely understand, and we love you to bits. So yes, the other thing is I've been hearing a lot of stuff. I know pine needle, especially white pine bark, is supposed to be really good. I know I don't have a white pine, but I was wondering if anybody can tell me if the pine tree that I've got in the backyard, actually I've got quite a few of them, whether or not they're the edible variety. I don't think they are. So I think the edible one is the one that has like 3 needles in one spot. This is only seems to have the 1 needle. But if you can have a look, if you know what the edible medicinal pine tree needle is, if you can have a look and tell me whether it is, that would be fantastic. And yes, I hope everyone had a lovely Christmas too. So yes, so that's our update for the week. If anybody wants to come up for a chat, you're more than welcome to. Especially anybody it's currently in Shed Wars 22, because that's the next thing we're going to have a look at, because we now have a whole heap of new volunteers from up in the Northern Hemisphere volunteering down here. So yes. Oh, the other thing I was wanting to ask too is anyone that's in Shed Wars 22 this year, if you can email me your email address, that would be really helpful, just to help us with organising. Like I don't know if we're going to do it down here, but in the Northern Hemisphere, they actually did a seed swap type thing and didn't tell the person what seeds they were. They just gave them like three clues and on what kind of plant it was, like what its growing conditions were, and like if it needed shade or if it was a full sun-loving plant, and how much space it needed. Did it need a trellis and all that sort of thing? But yes. And Mrs. Pretty is a southbound end of a northbound cow, but he's funny. Adam is hilarious. Absolutely love them to bits. that's sad, baby. That is really sad. Balsam is better than pine. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, the secret seed was so fun to watch on too. So yes, the other thing with Shed Wars 2 is we've actually been getting quite a few donations towards the prize for the end of the year. And yes, that's I haven't checked it this week actually. And if anybody does actually want to donate towards the prize for the end of the year, my PayPal is janderra@outlook.com, and I'm maintaining all of that sort of stuff at the moment. So far we've got, John and Robert have said that they're going to donate $100 each American to the prize at the end. We've also had a gift card donated from Mudbrick Herb Cottage, so that's herbcottage.com.au. They're donating a $100 gift card for the winning team as well. So that's already $300. And see if I can get this up on the screen. Just going to swap screens so you can see my PayPal summary. So currently we have $222.78 in the prize pool. That's before you look at the $300, and $200 of that is American dollars. So I'm not sure what the actual conversion rate on that is. But yeah, so Wisteria Energy Twister has donated towards it, as has Time to Shine from Wild Edibles. I had a strange glitch where I had to fix it. Accidentally paid for something. I had to put it back straight away. So you can see that I took it out. It came out, that I noticed what I did wrong, and I put it back in again, because my personal PayPal is actually at GJ Web Services or something. Or is it at your own? I've got 3 PayPal accounts. It's very confusing. So Time to Shine made a donation, as did Melbourne's East. They also made a donation, and Wisteria Energy Twister did it as well again. So she's actually donated twice, and she's from the UK and she's not in Shed Wars. So yeah, lots of really exciting stuff happening there. And just a reminder as well, it's really important that we get our videos out so that we can actually be a part of it, because we do need to do 2 videos a month. So yeah. Oh, there you go. Oh, you are so encouraging, Wild. I know, we wouldn't expect anything less from you, Darren. Yeah, I hope things settle down for you too, Bibby. I totally do understand. I hope you can stick in with us, but we understand. Seeds will be blocked in Western Australia. What we can do around that is actually potentially, like what I did when I was buying some seeds for a friend in Cyprus. So Dawn's Everyday Life in Cyprus, I actually bought some seeds for her. And to get around that whole issue of international postage, I actually went to a company that was in Cyprus and bought the seeds from there. But we will find out a way to be able to work around that. Last year's winners gave the greatest gift back. Yeah. Last year it was absolutely awesome. It really was. And just building the community, getting to know everybody was amazing. Like, there's one thing I noticed with doing part of the Secret Seed Challenge, the Secret Santa thing that we've all just done. Who was it? Somebody was opening the present, and I'm looking at it and going, I know who did that. That's Darren from Down Under Farm and Forge. The second I saw the little candlestick, the candle holders, and saw that the dinner triangle, I'm like, Darren did that. That is totally Darren. Their present came from Darren. And then I think it was Sweeney's Creek got their present from Anita from Flower Folk Farm, and I'm like, totally no, that's Anita. With mine, I wasn't sure if it was Anita or whether it was Kathy. On the video, I said it was Anita, but it was actually Kathy. There's another one that I was watching, and I'm like, I know who that is. I know who gave that because I know the channel, and it's just so much fun to see them all. You did help Time to Shine donate the money. It was very much appreciated. You can probably opt to donate the prize back to the prize pool, I guess. And as Darren was saying, that the majority of people in Team Down Under was the winning team last year have actually said they don't want the prize because the best prize of all was being part of the community. And it is, being part of the community is the best prize of all. It is just absolutely amazing. But I'm being blown away by the fact that people are donating to the team, really. I love this community. The Shed Wars community is just absolutely fantastic. It really has made such a big difference. Team Down Under. Darren from Down Under Farm and Forge was actually the team captain for Team Down Under last year, which I was a part of, as was Bibby. We had a lot of fun last year. But yes, anyway, so for Shed Wars 22, really important to get your videos organised and to try and make sure that you remember to get your 2 videos a month going, just to help keep up with things. I need to apologise because I've gotten a little bit slack as well. I've been putting videos out, but I haven't been putting Shed Wars videos out. I do have one coming out tomorrow. Not in it for the prize, but can't turn seeds down. But we are donating seeds back when I get it mailed out. That's lovely, Wild. So now let's see if I can find where we're up to with the videos that I've actually shown everyone. We did the Shed Wars. I think I'll go back to last year's. I think it's, can't remember whether Sandy Toes was this year or last week. But anyway, I have a playlist on my on my channel's homepage that'll link up to all the Shed Wars 22 Southern Hemisphere videos that I have found so far. If you are not on this playlist, please either put a comment on one of my videos or email me at janderra@outlook.com so I can add you to the playlist so everyone can find you. I actually probably need to make it so that participants can actually add their own videos to this playlist, which is something I actually found out about whilst doing the Christmas Santa collaboration thing. That was really cool, being able to add it to a combined thing. So I'll work on that. But yeah, so Sandy Toes did a fantastic job with her DIY Oyas. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. Robert put a call out for volunteers. Gardening in the Perth made chicken curry. I remember going through that in my last live. Andy from McDowell Manor did a thing on composting, so that's a really good video. Robert did a bit of an update on his garden, which was really fun. Cosmic Cultivators have chosen to volunteer for the Southern Hemisphere, so has the Big Blue Homestead. So Sarah is lovely and she just grows an amazing amount of food. Cosmic Cultivators are an amazing support in the community, and Chris and Gina are just absolutely lovely. They're growing lots of stuff in the greenhouse at the moment. Gardening in Perth revived his chili plants. My weekly update. Oh, yeah, that was, yeah, that's all good. Wild Edibles has put in her volunteer video for Shed Wars down here as well. Cosmic Cultivators went through sowing some vegetables, some seeds in their garden. Well, actually, it's in their greenhouse because they've got snow outside. Laurie's World. Now that Mima's out from hospital, Laurie and Mima are joining in as volunteers for the Southern Hemisphere. So go make sure you check them out. Cosmic Cultivators did another video, which was great. And I've got one coming out on how to grow turmeric and ginger. And Gardening in Perth did a backyard garden growing garlic. That one was really interesting. I really encourage you to go and check out watching that one. I have decided that I'm not going to play the whole video on my lives because I really want you guys to go over there and actually watch them and give them the viewing time as well. So that is really, really important that we actually go over. And so I'll get this link. I'll put this link down here, although you can find it from my homepage. That's how I find it all the time. So go over and watch the video, support these channels, leave a comment, make sure you hit that like button and get to know the people in our community. It is so important and it's really fun. It really is fun. Hi, John. Welcome. So yes, it is, but yeah, are there any other Shed Wars 22 Southern Hemisphere videos that you have made that I have not added to the playlist yet? So really important, if I have missed one, to make sure you let me know so that I can add you to the list. Now, if anyone wants to jump up and join the panel, that would be wonderful. Be happy to have you come up and join me. Yeah, but it's been a bit of a full-on week, as it would have been for most people. Christmas is always a busy time of year, but now at this time of year, it's a really good time to actually sit back and reflect on the year that's been and work towards some plans for next year and think through what you want to have happen in your garden. What do you want to achieve? Yeah, what's your plans? I'd love to hear what some of the things that you learnt from this year and some of the things that you won, like things you considered a win and things you considered a learning experience for this year. That would be great. Let me know in the comments or jump up on the panel and let's have a chat. Or if you've got any ideas on things that you want to do for next year, that would be really interesting. So yes, but at the moment, we've got 41 videos that I'm aware of in Shed Wars 22 Southern Hemisphere. Still waiting to hear when our first Gladiator Challenge is coming out. John, do we have Gladiator Challenges coming? I know in Shed Wars 21, there was lots of interesting challenges. Looking forward to some different things happening. So yes. And I suspect that Amy Stokes is not a real person type thing. I think that's one of those things that you normally delete. I thought I had those sorted actually so that they wouldn't come out. But anyway, yeah, Amy's a bot. It took 9 months to make that video, did it? It's a great video. It really is. You've done a fantastic job on that video with growing the garlic in the backyard, and how it goes right through from the start right through to the end. Ah, you do. Excellent. So we're just waiting for the teams to be complete. John, do we know when we're going to announce which team the new volunteers are on? Doing a video on what your garden looks like when you no longer give a crap. And honestly, that is part of gardening and it's part of life. There are going to be times when the garden is just going to have to take the back place, which is part of the reason why it's a good idea to actually build resilience and sustainability into your garden. You don't want to have it so that you need to have constant attention on it. I know personally, the last 12 months, my garden has not gotten the attention that it really deserved. And there have been a lot of plants that I've neglected, a lot of plants that have died. And there are things that I'm putting in place now to make it so that my garden is more resilient. So it's less reliant on my input and can cope better. Oh, you're doing a video today to actually announce the volunteers? Wonderful. That's fantastic. Oh, you taught your dad how to air root cuttings before cutting off the plant. He's now doing it for absolutely everything after his success with the cutting from the mulberry tree. That's fantastic. That is really good. That would be a great video to do. Yeah, it is a bit of a hard one. Although I should have it so that you can't put links in if you're not a moderator. So I'm not sure how that one got through. Anyway. That's how your backyard looks right now. Your backyard's not that bad. Your garden's looking great. Mind you, you're in a bit of a drought situation over there and having heat waves. Yeah, that magnifying glass is frying Western Australia is not a great thing. You've had some horrible heat waves. What is it? You're supposed to have like 47-degree heat? Oh, off to go get your coffee, Darren. Off you go. Have you had dinner yet, buddy? Darren is notorious for not having dinner until very, very late. But he is also very well known for being on a lot of lives. Yeah. Life goes up in the air and the garden goes on the back burner. Moving a garden is hard work. Moving a house is hard work. That's okay. Everybody's got different ways of doing things and coming from a different perspective. And you have a different way of showing somebody how to do something than I do. Like, I mean, you did the Oya video. I did an Oya video last season. So there's different ways of showing people how to do things. There's nothing wrong with having the same video done. And you can actually, if you've actually doing a video that somebody else has done, you can actually link to that video and say that, hey, that inspired you to do it. I mean, like, look at Darren and Bibby. They were doing so many videos that were similar last season. Like Darren would do the pumpkin powder and Bibby did the pumpkin powder. And then they did similar recipes. I can't remember all of them, but there was quite a few where they did the same thing. Knife, potting mix and plastic. Air root. All good, Bibby. All good. I mean, and being able to show your garden as it's starting off is a great way to start things. You got chooks and watering them till took the garden water. when it was dry, many of the seeds didn't even germinate. Yeah, happens all the time. That is so good, Darren. So when is your flight? When are you going? Not that we want to get rid of you, but hi, Terry. Thanks for joining us. Been sharpening knives, dinner later. You really need to eat, Darren. These two, they're so sweet. Love it. They do indeed, Bibby. You watched a lot of how to plant garlic videos. That's it. I mean, lots of people do them, but people do them slightly differently, and you learn something new each time. It's hot days, very hot days gardening in Perth. That is so exciting, Darren. Not long to go. You'll be there for Valentine's Day. That's great, Ed. You started setting up your garden with the trees that are on the ground and see how that turns out this year. That's exciting. That is really exciting. How many times does a hen hum? Do the ruse job like the real job? I thought for certain she was a hen. Oh, yes. Don't know. I've never seen a hen act like a rooster in that way. I have heard of hens crowing. I have heard of them crowing, but I haven't heard of them actually doing that. Hey, Bomber. How you doing, Steve? Hey, Tammy. Does anybody want to jump up on the panel? You're most welcome. You need sleep. Go to sleep. Sleep well. Ah, you're in fine form, Darren. Yeah, I've never seen a hen do that, but that doesn't mean much. Drinking a glass of sweet sherry. You're doing good. That's good to hear, Bomber. But if nobody wants to come up on the panel, how does sherry equal nerd? Ah, you're doing some D&D. Now that does equal nerd. So there you go. There's Wild's question. Has anybody else seen a hen doing the rooster's job and it's actually a hen but not a rooster? Or is it if a chicken is jumping on the back of another chicken, then it is definitely a rooster? Well, there you go. Oh, you got some garlic at the end of the video, did you? I have to go back and rewatch it now. Yep. Grandma, take your pick. Yeah, I've seen a hen crow, but not trying to do the deed. Doing the deed, I'm pretty sure, makes it a rooster. What do you think, Darren? I don't actually put sherry in my trifle. You got an advent calendar with D&D dice. Oh, that's funny. But I do need to, oh, there you go. A hen will mount to prove dominance. Actually, yeah, that does make some sense. So it looks like it's not 100% guaranteed there, Wild. She may still be a hen. I always go with a wait for the eggs to come. You're looking for a set of dice that won't roll any ones. That is a unique dice set. It can be very hard to tell the difference with silkies. Oh, they hadn't crows when the rooster's a wimp. Well, that's interesting. Jeep! Hello, Jeep. Haven't seen you for ages. Yep, that's my theory as well, Darren. If the eggs come, that's the defining answer. If it lays an egg, it's a hen. Yep, we all hope that things continue to get better for you, Bibby. She is tiny, so maybe small, complex thing. I'll keep an eye on it and might want to keep one that don't crow so much. Loaded dice are easy to make. When you know what you're doing, Darren, and you know what you're doing with a lot of things. That she would. That she absolutely would. Silent airways, never a good thing. Run out of things to talk about. Let's see. So earlier I mentioned that Silhouette Park Farm is going through some big challenges at the moment in recovering from the floods and all that sort of stuff. And that if anyone can support them in any way, that would be absolutely fantastic. There are a number of things that you can do to help them. First and foremost, watching their videos, and they've got lots of stuff here to choose from. Lots of really interesting things too. So they've got lots of playlists here that you can watch through. Got basic butchering. And their longest playlist, I think, is a homesteading, Australian homestead type thing. It's got like 100 and something. You got animals on the farm, 124 videos there if you want to watch some animals. But yeah, they've had a really rough time the last few months. Adam's Adam's really struggling with some really nasty ear infection at the moment, which makes it very difficult to do lives. And Nettie is really having a lot of challenges post all the flooding issues. Like, there's so many sections of their property that they just can't get to unless they're on the tractor. So they got a ludicrous amount of rain come through the property, and they're having some really big struggles with the insurance company to get their fences replaced. So yes. Yes, and that's Adam Kilpatrick's channel. There you go. The dominant hen will take over the rooster's job. I got some pretty bossy chickens, but I don't have any that do that. Oh, Bomber, that's exciting. I'm assuming that's on Sweeney's Creek. You can go have a look at Sweeney's Creek Farm. Oh, and I've gone and done it again. Searched in Google instead of YouTube. Whoops. So this is Sweeney's Creek. Sweeney's Creek is at 698. They were in SHEDWAR21, and they are a very welcome part of our community. So if you haven't checked out Sweeney's Creek Farm, go over and check it out. They've got lots of fun stuff. They also do, they were part of the Aussie Homestead Gift Exchange as well. And they've got the whole progress of building their farm, and that's some of their Shed Wars videos from last year. But they also do a lot of great lives where they interview, so past live streams. They do interviews with other channels. So, yeah, send him a message, and I'm sure Steve would be happy to do a an interview live with you to help build and grow your channel. Steve and Julianne are a lovely couple. You're coming back to Shed Wars next year. Just didn't have it in us for us this year. Too much setup and foundation work to do. I can understand that. So good that Nugget's happy there, Bibby. I'm happy you're happy there too. So your chickens are only 15 to 20 weeks old, and one Roo is there who's pretty dominant, but young. Thanks for the help. Cool. Thanks, Wild, for putting up Nettie's cake channel. JA is lovely. Julianne is just absolutely lovely lady. That's great that you're still getting eggs every day, Terry. Yeah, they're doing a great job with their lives. My only challenge is their lives are running at the same time as my church's live, so I can't do both. Nettie's cakes are amazing. See, if you haven't checked out Annette Kilpatrick's cake channel, go and check it out because her cakes are amazing. She does a fantastic job. The only problem with that is it won't stick. That's the only problem. So you can only subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Because it'll just go back down again. It is great meeting like-minded people. Vivi says, you're the crazy cat lady and chook lady, home alone and unsupervised for weeks with Austrian neighbours who feed me prawns and alcohol. That sounds like a dangerous combination. Yeah, it makes sense. It's a good time to actually do it because that is a time when most people in the US are on. That's great. You're doing a good job there, Steve. Yeah, they become useless really quickly. You really want your channel to grow organically, I guess, for want of a better word. That's not really the way you want it, but you want genuine subscribers. Not that I'm a huge one to give advice because I've been stuck at like 750 subscribers for months. It just kind of hovers around that 750 mark, which is much better than it was. I mean, last year I had 100, like this time last year I had 100, under 100 subscribers. So, and I'd had my channel for over 4 years. Yep. Absolutely. Let your hair down. Yeah, I want viewers, not subscribers. Viewers are so important. You want to be able to connect and reach people. You don't want to just have subscribers because the subscribers, there's more to it than just subscribers. And Will It Grow is one that'll tell you the most. You say, make sure you focus on your watch hours. Your watch hours are way more important than your subscribers. Because, I mean, a lot of people get to the 1,000 subscribers, but they don't have the 4,000 watch hours. Like I know at the moment, it doesn't really matter if I get to 1,000 subscribers because I don't have the watch hours. I've only got 2,000 hours of watch hours so far. A night hour would be good, wouldn't it? Not allowed to go out here. Yeah, I'm not sure my channel's kind of stagnated with its subscribers growing at the moment. So yeah, I've been at 750 subscribers for probably about at least 2 months, I think. I'd have to check. But it's been a while. See, now it's interesting. Some channels find it the other way around. Like, I mean, I know Silhouette Park Farm, they had their watch hours long before they had the 1,000 subscribers. So, hi, Bushcraft. Thanks for joining us. Viewers are awesome. I love the viewers. You guys are fantastic. I love the community that we've got here. Yeah, some big channels don't get the views. Well, that's interesting. Someone that started years ago said it's harder to get subs now. Probably depends on what you're doing. No, my watch hours have been fairly stagnant. It went up significantly last month and then it's come back down again. but I had one video that was not a sort of video that I normally make, and it attracted a fair bit of attention. Absolutely. Yeah, you don't pay a lot of attention to your subs, do you, Darren? It's a tricky question, Terry. I love the fact that we have our community is a global community. I absolutely love that. Seeing channels with 50K subscribers and most videos not hitting more than 100 views. Yeah, that actually doesn't surprise me, that number. The live streams do help a lot with your viewing hours, but I'm actually a little bit puzzled at the moment because I've been doing daily videos for nearly 12 months, and I've been doing live streams since February at least. So, not sure. But I'm also not terribly upset about it, and I haven't had time to go out doing all the networking stuff that I was doing at the beginning either. It's an early start, Sandy Toes. Sleep well, and we look forward to seeing your next Shed Wars video. Thanks for joining us tonight. Bless you. Yeah, they do that. They go up and down. That's fairly normal. I have noticed that doing collaborations seem to help a lot. Seems to help more when you're the one that's hosting the collaboration, although my milk challenge didn't seem to go very well. Oh, that sounds interesting. Yeah, as I said, I've been uploading daily for nearly 12 months. I am starting to, I think it's probably been the last month that I may have only done 3 videos a week instead of the 7. Hey, Guardian Prepper, previously known as CG. It's great to see you. Yeah, if you're making the longer videos, you've got to keep people's attention. Consistency is really important. Really, really important. Your battles at the moment mean that content has been irregular, so views are a little low. But how do videos still do their thing? Yeah, it's like I've got a couple of videos that get views daily, and they're old videos that are getting lots of repeat watching, which is great. Yes, are there any channels that we want to have a look at? Has everyone seen Down Under Farm and Forge? Unlike what Diane and Samson called it, which was Down Under Farm and Forage. I thought that was so funny. I'm like, Down Under Farm and Forage? That's not right. But Darren's got his gorgeous little granddaughter here. It's so cute. And then you got Darren opening his Secret Santa gift. Oh, I haven't watched that one. 4-thread bread with pumpkin yeast bread. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Summer gardening, a forged cross. The best chili. I've been a bit slack on your videos lately, haven't I, Darren? Drying oregano, preserving oregano, and how to dry herbs. That sounds like a good video to watch. Maybe that's the trick, do karaoke. Actually, Silhouette Park Farm does really well, and Adam does a lot of singing on his channel too. So maybe it is the singing. Shame I make a joyful noise. That's Darren's video and his great news about going to America. See, I watched that one. I said oregano the American way. Is it oregano or oregano? I wouldn't have a clue. Oh, Darren, how did your incubator go? Did you have any chicks hatch? You haven't done an update on that, and that was 4 weeks ago. Or did I miss it? No, there's no update on the chicks. Did you have any hatch? You like the dog treat ones? Yep, we all tune in to watch John sing and hope that Donnie joins him. That's unfortunate, Darren. Because that incubator, I've had well, it's only been since I moved here that I've been having trouble with that particular brand of incubator, because I've used that one for years and had great hatching when I was at Eagleby, which was a subtropical area. Here, I have so much problems. I don't know whether it's this last lot of eggs. I think it was actually the eggs itself that were the problem, because I got them from someone else, and they had lots of marks on them that made me think maybe they'd been washed before I bought them. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that you didn't get any hatch. That was not fun. Tinnitus is not fun. Low humidity could definitely be a problem when you're hatching chicks. But yeah, when I was at Eagleby, I used to get I'd probably get around the 90% hatch rate. 50 to 90% hatch rate was normal. So the US version is oregano. Oh, no development at all. So the eggs weren't fertile. Okay. So are you going to buy some eggs? Or what are you planning on doing with the incubator? How long are you going over to America for anyway? Is it just for a, do you have a return ticket? Ah, the low humidity was the curled toes cause. Okay. So what are you going to do with the incubator? You have to return. I think your grandchildren and your daughter would be very upset if you didn't. It's going to be hard, Terry, but I'm sure you'll manage. I'm sure you two have got some ideas on what you're going to do. How much did they charge you for that incubator anyway, Darren? If you don't mind me asking. My pretty much identical incubator has actually just fallen apart. I had part of it fall apart anyway. This house is bedlam. You have a Harley Quinn and a poison ivy and they hate each other. Okay. There you go, John. Have your coffee and hop up on the panel. It will be so exciting when you go over and meet Terry, Darren. I hope you're both going to video it so that we can join in and be a part of it. Although, I don't know. I'm going to leave that in your hands. I think it's exciting that you guys are going to finally get to meet in person. I think I'm going to have to call it quits soon, guys. It's like 11 o'clock here, and I've got kids up early in the morning. He paid money for it. That's a really specific amount. Our Bob is crowing in the porch. Maybe they're hungry or just want to bug me. You got too many roosters. You've got too many chickens. You got a lot of chickens. A lot of poultry. Possibly. It's always good to see you in the chat too, CG. It's been too long. Mind you, it's been a while since I've done a late live as well. Are you going to go see some people in Georgia and North Carolina? That's exciting. Very exciting. But Ah, 10 quail went to freezer camp. There's a couple of roos already. Lovely. But if there's no one that wants to pop up on the panel and chat with me, I'm getting a little bit tired. So, you're going to go to Alabama too. That's exciting. Oh, I'm looking forward to this trip, Darren. You'll have the whole checking on everybody. Hi, Rusty Prepper. Thanks for popping in. I'm going to have to go, though, because it's like 11 o'clock p.m. here. So on Boxing Day evening, night, I'm starting to get a bit tired. So, yes, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. And I look forward to all the Shed Wars 22 videos coming out. And for all of those that I own Shed Wars 22 Southern Hemisphere. And remember, I've got the playlist on my channel to help you find all the current videos. So remember to check that out. Like 41 videos up here. Hopefully soon to be a lot more. But yeah, you'll have a great night. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll catch you in the comments section. Bless you. Have a great night.